All right, so I finally got it figured out, Snowy. Thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 1 of 111 Podcast. You are my first guest. How are you feeling?
That's the wrong question at this moment? I feel like shit.
No, you feel excited to be here. It's a Monday. It's a beautiful Monday.
That's
Um,
true.
12th of January, to be
Yeah.
exact. It's a very
Yeah.
memorable day, actually. You know
It
why
is.
it's so memorable?
Tell me.
Because I'm with you today.
No, God, you Mr.
Ah!
Charlie. So how are you doing?
So I'm doing great, amazing. I just had almost a 2-hour phone call with my partner in crime, Zoni. So I'm very excited to for the future, the vision that we have for Crypto Fam and everything that entails. We got a lot going on. You know that, and I'm really
Mm-hmm.
glad that you're part of that adventure. I'm really glad that you're going to be um, hosting with me for these TikTok lives coming
Yeah.
up. I wasn't sure if you were available today due to your schedule, but I did put you on the schedule. I don't know if you saw that on TikTok.
I
So,
did see that. I did see that. You actually have me checking TikTok. Like
oh, wow.
you
How's
you
that
got me
going?
doing
How's your
stuff that I
TikTok
have.
experience? So let's start there, actually, Snowy. Since nobody really knows who you are and you're creating your identity on TikTok now, for those TikTokers, what kind of content, because you're going to be using TikTok more now, right? Because of Crypto Fam Radio.
At least once a week.
Right. At least once a week on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right?
Exactly. So that's more than I've been using it in the last few years. So I guess you
Wow.
could say that I'll be using TikTok more. Yeah.
Awesome. And what type of content do you want to show your new audience?
My new audience, I don't, mommy life, I guess. Which at this
Mm,
moment entails that babies keep on giving, and mine gave me a cold. So, but yeah, that's it really. And regarding TikTok in general,
yeah.
yeah, I think indeed the mommy life, because that's what it is all about for me, at least.
Yeah, I absolutely love that, Snowy. I want to talk more, just a little bit more about the mommy life and our new series that we're going to be embarking together on TikTok. So we're just not doing these TikTok lives to just do them, obviously. We have a certain topic, a certain theme. It's always been about Snowy Talks with Mountain Dew or Crypto Fam, but I always felt like that was, it just wasn't enough. I felt like we needed more of a hook,
Hmm.
right? And I feel like this new series that we're going to be embarking on together as a team on TikTok will hopefully, I don't know, shed new light on what it means for cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and how it interacts with the up and coming next generation. You
Yeah,
know?
right.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
that's the
So,
current one as well, because
oh, for sure.
uh, creating that next generation takes a bit.
Right, and you're pregnant with your second one, correct? Like
Yes,
when's he due?
25th of April.
Okay, 25th. That's coming up. That's
Yeah,
literally like almost a little over 2 months
3 months.
away. Two and a
Three
half, 3 months.
months.
Okay,
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's all
Times
right. All
times a social
right. I mean,
construct.
I had to call for an appointment to get
Yeah,
my sugar tested
yeah.
for diabetes, pregnancy diabetes, and they were like, "How many weeks are you?" I actually had to GPT that to go like, okay, I'm due
You,
25th of
you,
April. How many weeks am I?
yeah, you weren't sure. Did you forget already? Or is it that the mommy brain or what?
No, I'm just not all about the whole weeks and months.
Yeah.
And no, I'm due the 25th. And if
Mhm.
anybody wants to know how many weeks I am now, grok it. Go
There you
for
go.
it.
There you go. Go for it. Yeah, definitely. But so I want to talk about, and I think we should back up a little bit just for the listeners, like how we met. and how we got connected, that kind of whole story. Do you remember where we met? I mean, you obviously remember where, but do you remember like how it happened?
No, I actually can't remember where. I do know that you've been in my DMs for weeks. And I was not ghosting you, but I was so busy. that every time you tried to set up a call, it failed because I saw it a few hours later, or I was busy at that time, or something like that.
Mhm.
That I do remember. You needed to have some patience with me. Yeah, that I do remember, but I can't remember which base or through who we met. No.
So you
But
were doing, from what I gather, and I could be mistaken too, but from what I remember, you were hosting these random spaces on X. And I just like casually came across your space along with a few other people. I remember Digi was there. Tricky may have been there as well. A few other, space hosts that we know mutually. And I don't know, I just kept catching you, and I noticed that, like, let's be real, your voice. Because this is, mind you, this is the first time you've doxed yourself to me, which amazing. You look as beautiful as you sound. So
oh, come on. I mean, I do have to. No, I do have to admit this was really a challenge, and it still is
why?
because
Why?
um
Hmm.
that this is really personal already. Like, just dive into it, right? I
Might
have
as
a
well.
eating
This is this
yeah,
is
right.
this is it. This is why we're doing this. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I have an eating disorder, and
Really?
I fought like crazy to cut my weight in half and do
Mm,
it in a healthy way, especially.
yeah.
And now being pregnant, I mean, I'm not that skinny. And I
Yeah.
think that, yeah, I let's say I do not take pictures at this time because
Mm,
I'm just not happy with how I look. But having said that, I like what we got going. I like our connection. I was like, okay, let's just forget about that for a second, and
aw.
let's just jump into this and see what happens.
Well, thank you for being vulnerable with me, Snowy. I really appreciate that. Without vulnerability, there is no courage, and you're very courageous. I just want you to
No.
say that. And you're very brave, especially to dox yourself with CryptoFam Radio. So I appreciate you.
Yes, and I appreciate you, and that's why I do this.
I
I mean, whatever
know.
comes from it, or whatever people might say or think, we'll see.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
What matters is the moment. What matters is the present, right? And I'm a big, firm believer in feeling and experiencing life at its fullest. And that means being present in the moment. And I'm doing nothing else, but I'm just focused on our conversation and I'm being intentional. And I feel like this is what we need more of
Yeah,
in today's
100%.
society. We're stuck behind our screens, not to say that we're kind of are stuck behind our screens. But you know what I'm saying? Like but we have a purpose. We have an intention behind being stuck on our screen to connect, humanly possible, right? To have that connection with another human being in a very intentional way, kind of like how Zoom got started during COVID, right? The pandemic,
Yeah,
and how everyone had to jump like this and have a Zoom call and to connect, because there was
exactly.
that disconnection within our society, right? And with the whole part of the world was also suffering. And so having this form of technology is huge, very beneficial for why we do what we do online and how we remotely work now. Like, this is basically our go-to. And
Yeah.
I'm just really glad, even you're a world away from me. What, you're like halfway around the world. Where's the Netherlands compared to Florida? Like, it's almost about halfway, right?
Yeah, it's a flight. It's a
Yeah,
flight.
yeah.
It's a
And
long
then
flight.
yeah, and then I'm like, when am I ever gonna connect with Snowy like IRL? Maybe at a crypto event, maybe in the near future. But it's like I might as well start off the podcast just getting to know you as a person, Snowy, because for a long time, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I've tried to get you on our Web3 Women Wednesday space. That didn't work out. And then I tried to do an on-chain chats with you, and you ghosted me for that one.
But you weren't there
I know I
either.
ghosted you a few times too. I know, tit for tat, whatever. But at the end of the day, I've never really got to sit down and know Snowy. We've always like casually, like passed by or casually, kept the conversation going for more than 2 hours on Spaces because, that's what we do. This is who we are as Space hosts. We can keep the conversation going. This is why people like us. But honestly, I don't know the real Snowy, so I'd love to get more background on like where you come from and where you were raised and how you fell into this crazy world of crypto and Web3, because that's kind of where we're both at now. So yeah, take it away.
Well, okay. I rolled into crypto in 2017, and that was after I had a car accident.
How
You
bad
know,
was the accident?
huh?
How bad was the accident?
I was standing still, and someone hit me with 60 kilometers per hour. I don't know how much in miles that is. I was in the car though, so it was not like
Okay.
a person. But still, when that
Wow.
happens, your head moves like back and forth with 120 kilometers per hour to
Yeah.
200. So I
Yikes.
dealing with whiplash. I was
Bad
dealing with
whiplash.
not memory of issues, remembering things and all that kind of stuff. So um, the sucky part about all that even more is that I just switched jobs. So I had a permanent contract. And I was like, okay, I want something else. So I switched jobs in April, and I had the car accident in July. And they were obviously like, yeah, we're not gonna renew your contract. So then unemployment happened, and for the first few
Mm.
months, I got it covered.
Mhm.
But it was still a financial strain because when you go into government support, especially with health issues, you get 75% of what you were making, which was not a lot already, and then cut it down to 75%. That was nothing, kind of thing.
Mm.
So I was like one of those people that went like, okay, crypto, let's try to make that work. Which
Mm.
I dove into it without properly reading into it first, and then the bear market hit.
Wait. When was this? 2020?
No,
2021?
2017.
Oh, 20. Okay, still 2017. Okay.
Yeah. So the bear market hit, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to sell with a loss. So I, for some reason, I was already a holder.
Oh, so you just kept holding. Okay.
Yeah, I got the whole thing.
I assume mostly just Bitcoin, because there wasn't a whole lot of coins back then, right?
I
2017.
bought Bitcoin, I bought Waves, Engine. I was
I don't know
able to
what that
buy.
is.
Yeah, I can't remember what the deal was, but I was told that was good, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's just jump into that.
Sure.
Then there was Engine, and Engine was a gaming coin,
Mm.
and I bought that ICO.
Mm-hmm.
They launched during the bear market.
Mm-hmm.
I was in profit with that one, but I was like, okay, they got more coming.
Mm.
So that was a conviction play. I
Yeah.
was convicted without knowing that I was convicted. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept holding and holding and reading up on what I actually bought and what the hell I was doing and what to expect. And in the meantime, I met some people, invested in my first meme coin. Obviously, got rugged on my first meme coin at the same day, and
It happens.
yeah, that
Part of the
happened. Yeah,
process.
back then it happened already as well.
Okay.
So nothing new there.
Mm.
Anyway, got rugged on that one, but that was when CTO was not really a big thing yet. We
Mm-hmm.
CTO, and eventually we were all able to walk away with profit.
Wow.
There
Which
I
coin was
met,
that?
that was Kong.
Kong. Never heard of
Yeah,
it.
they
Okay.
gave eventually when we were able to actually gain some traction. We gave away to ape sanctuaries.
Mm.
Anyway,
Cool.
that happened. There in that project, I met a guy, and he was like, "I want to start my own coin."
Mm.
My partner at that time, I always had the dream of giving to charity, but not the big ones. The local ones. Um, and he liked the idea, so we ran with it. Then he rugged, threw me and my partner under the bus, and said that we blackmailed him and all that kind of stuff. That took me,
No.
yeah, that took me like a few months to recover from that. That's why it
Mm.
also took me years to dox again, because at that time I was actually doxed.
Hmm. You
Yeah,
were.
Yeah, I was.
Why's that? Why's that?
Because I don't know. I think well, we did streams, we did live streams, and at that time, crypto
Oh.
wasn't that bad yet, as in criminal wise. And
Mm,
I trusted the guy. We talked for
mm,
months. So I was like, okay, fine. I don't know. I trusted him.
hmm,
But
interesting.
yeah, then
But he rugged you.
yeah, yeah, he rugged me. He rugged me and blamed me for it. Um,
That's so messed up. I'm just gonna say that right now. People
yeah,
suck.
yeah. The worst part is that at times it still haunts me that I
Yeah,
still get thrown out of private groups and stuff like that because that
really.
pops into that group and goes
Oh.
tell people stories. And
Hmm.
since he has some successful tokens, even though he rocked those as well,
Hmm.
people follow him rather than someone they barely know.
Mm.
I will not call names, but yeah, he did it again, not this summer, but the year before,
Yeah, yeah.
with a really, really big one, successful one.
Mm.
And anyway, he still hunts me. Sometimes he pops in my DMs and goes like, "Hey, Snowy," and then he talks bullshit again. And all I can do at that point is send him emojis and gifs. I can only laugh about it.
Mm.
But anyway, from there I met some more people that dragged me into another token, and from there on, I became community manager, or at least
Mm.
I hit it off with one of the guys in the team. We just connected really well, and he made me mod. From there, he made me admin, and within a month, I was community manager, and that's where my new love came from, community management.
Mm. So, explain that, what a community manager does. Like what's the reasoning behind community management? Because that might be new for a lot of people listening.
Well, community management, the easiest way to explain it, in my opinion, is that you take um, away the burden of running a community, of building a community, and everything that is around that community. So the moderation, uh,
Mm.
I guide mods, I educate them, I train them on how to best behave in certain projects because every project is different, so every project needs different behavior. I become the face of the community, so the dev or the owner can just focus on what they want to focus on or what they do best.
Mm.
And that can be anything. That can be running voice chats, events. Also, some projects just want me to indeed run the mods and make sure that they are on par and know everything they need to know, and be their point of contact between the team. That if they have any
Mm.
questions, that they can ask me, and if I don't know the answer, I give back to the team. That they don't have to focus or communicate with 8 different people. So
Mhm.
it's kind of on demand. So it depends what the team wants.
Mhm.
It also entails advising, um, because when you build a community, again, with every project is different, but every team is different as well.
Mhm.
And I advise them, like, one project, for example, the dev is really sociable, but when he talks about what he's building, it's really difficult to understand.
Mm,
Difficult
jargon.
to break
Lots of
down
jargon.
because he's a dev.
Yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
him, it's like he's eating. For us, it's like what?
Right.
And what I do is just break it down for the people to make them
Mm.
understand what he's saying, what he's explaining, and what his vision is.
Mm.
So it's just what the project needs really. And what I do with him is advise him, like, okay, it's time to have a space again. For example, it's time to connect with the people again. You want to build this, then you got to do this.
Mhm.
It's just go with the flow and advise the team what would be best for their project to make that community grow. Give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose.
Sure. Sure. You're good. Yeah. No, you're fine. Pause real quick.
Huh?
No, we're back. No, it's
Yeah.
fine. I can cut that out.
That
Like
was
I said, this is all
so funny.
pre-recorded, so don't worry. And I'm not gonna like play the whole thing well, it's more for just the recording part that I'm gonna get from the
Yeah.
transcript anyway. But other than that, like this is all pre-recorded, so it's not like we're live. So
I know. You just gotta cut it.
yeah, I'm gonna cut it. So regardless of that, I'll go back to community
Yeah.
managers. Are they specifically Web3 focused, or do you see community managers doing other, like being elsewhere in the professional life or professional world?
You can also do it in Web2. I do it for HeyGen as well, and that's a Web2 company.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's also about Web2, and then different approach. What makes HeyGen, in my perspective, or at least makes it connected to what I do, is they want to touch down on that Web3 community a bit more. So that's why they onboarded me. Like, you do that, that. So get your ass in here and help us with that. But yeah, it's a Web2 thing as well. You can do it. There are on LinkedIn, especially, there are a lot of companies that are looking for community managers.
Had no idea. I should tell Zoni that. I feel like that would be perfect for her.
Yeah.
If it's remote, which it sounds like it's a remote kind of lifestyle. So
yeah,
you don't need to be in the office all the time. But anyway, so not about me. But yeah, I gotta focus. In stating that, it sounds like you're almost like the spokesperson for the project.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to.
That's the easiest way to explain it. Yeah.
Being a spokesperson.
Yeah, and then mostly focus on community. Some want me to do spaces as well. But yeah, you're the spokesperson. I always say the face for the project, but spokesperson face, it's the same, right? I mean, so especially because I normally don't show my face. So
right. So let's. It's a great segue. So you said you doxed yourself previously in 2017, but as the years went by, you decided to not dox yourself anymore. Is there a reasoning behind that, or did you see just crypto was changing, and you were like what was the whole, like, I guess, the thing about that?
Well, because of that guy. I mean, he was paying people to ping my location.
Right.
So when they ping your location and know what you look like, then it's easy to find you, right?
Right.
So I went, okay, it's time to go Anon then. So that's what I did.
From that one bad experience, then you were like, okay. So that kind of finishes your story there, ties it up there in a nice, neat bow. So continuing on, 2017, 2018, like, you've always been in crypto, but in what capacity? Just more of a community managing role most of the time, or like, where has that like really landed you in crypto, and then how did you evolve from that experience?
Well, 2017, 2018 was mostly indeed like investing in the stable coins, and the projects that were available at that moment.
Okay.
And then 2019 was the year that I invested in my first meme coin, and that's where I met that guy. And we had a project, and that ran into 2020. No, Hold on. Yes, I mean
2020 during COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was during COVID. Yeah. So that ran into 2020, and that ended in September 2020, and from October 2020 I rolled into the whole community management. So that's a bit the timeline that I went through.
Perfect. And then so that was around the time when the NFT craze started really scaling.
Yeah.
So did you start community managing NFT projects, or how did that go? No,
I was not really big into NFTs.
Really? Huh.
Really?
How come?
I don't know. I was more focused. They back in the day, NFT projects were more on Discord, and I was more focused on Telegram. And I had my contacts on Telegram. and in token projects rather than NFT projects. And I was just focused on building my name.
Mm.
So
And
and
what
of
did you
course,
want to
if
be
I would
known
have,
for? Oh,
huh?
sorry.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Finish. I was gonna say, what were you focused on building? Like, who did you want to become? Like
An
in Web3?
influencer. No,
Oh yeah.
no, no, no. Just that person that people reach out to when they need a community manager, and
Mm.
I've been rather successful in that. But now that market is kind of overflowing, and me living in a Western country, and we've talked about this before. Me living in a Western country, I cannot offer 12 hours a day for $100 a week. So
Mm.
it's really difficult to compete. I mean, quality
Mm.
wise, it's easy. When they see what I offer, when they see what I actually do, they go like, "Oh yeah, that's no brainer."
Mhm.
But the market that we're in right now, people rather save money and go for a cheaper option than actually get that quality going.
But doesn't that show you what project they really are in the long term?
Yeah, of course. And I'm not crying about that. I'm really not crying about it. I'm fine. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I still got my contacts. I still got some
Mhm.
legit projects that I know want to work with me.
Mhm.
But they indeed keep the market in mind, and then you can go like, "Oh yeah, you don't have faith in your product." I think that's not true. I think, in a way, yeah, sure. If you really have faith in your product, then you would launch, but they have been around for years as well.
Mhm.
They I don't know. I think they are around as long as I am, if not longer.
Wow.
So they know that eventually, especially how do people trade now, you have to keep an eye on the market.
Mhm. Definitely.
So
Definitely.
yeah, I'm just waiting, really. And in the meantime, chatting with you.
Definitely. Yeah, you can't get any better than that, that's for sure.
Exactly. Could be worse. Could be way worse.
Could be better too.
No, no, no. I still got food on the
Well,
table.
no,
I
I'm
still
just
got a roof
saying
above my head.
for sure.
I got nothing to complain
So
about.
I meant in relation to the markets. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. The market could be way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. So when you community manage, are there certain projects you like working with more than others, depending on which blockchain they're on? Or why don't we like dig a little deeper on these past, if you're willing to share? I'm not sure if you're on NDA with any of these past projects or
No.
what, but like share with me maybe some stories about, some like great experiences you had community managing certain projects and kind of just the pros and cons that go with that.
Well, it sounds stupid, but I'd rather community manage on a project that's is on a chain that I don't know that well yet,
Oh, okay.
because that way I do not only have to focus on building the project, but also on the chain that they are building on. So I worked for Sundock, for example. They're on Tron.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know shit about Tron. Nothing.
I still don't know anything about Tron.
Well,
You?
I will educate you in the next
Oh,
podcast.
awesome. I'm listening intently. I'm all ears.
I will educate you in the next one. No, but for example, it's a really fast one, but really expensive one.
Oh, wow.
Sui, for example, didn't know stuff about that one, but that one's
Mm-hmm.
more focused on gaming. At least that's the goal. That's why their transaction fees are so low. So I mean, those are just the basics.
Mm-hmm.
But being on a chain that I do not know triggers me to investigate, and also why would that specific project go on that specific chain.
Mm.
And that makes it sound so stupid, but that makes me more connected to the project that I'm working for at that moment, because then I understand, okay, this is why they did that. And when people come and ask, I can actually explain them. Okay, this is the whole reason they went on Sui. This is the whole reason they went on Tron. Sundog, for example, wanted to be the first one. There was no proper meme on Tron yet. So they did it. They were like, let's do this. And they became the first one, and it became a very successful one.
Wow.
And Hippo, for example, went on Sui. That was a CTO. But they went for Sui because indeed cheap transaction fees, new chain, not a lot has been built on it yet, so it needs to be the first in things. That's why Hippo went for Sui. You know, and like I said, because I have to dive into the network itself, it's yeah, I don't know, I like it. That's one of the reasons I like crypto so much, is the education and keeping the education up. Yourself focused and interested in what the hell you're doing.
Definitely. I love that. Talking about educating yourself on these projects as a community manager. So in dealing with the tokenomics, let's say some of these meme token projects, were you aware, or like were you given an allocation like part of the agreement, you know, of working with these projects? Like how, I guess what I'm asking is, how much were you able to capitalize on being a community manager within these projects?
I rarely take tokens as payment.
Oh, okay.
And that's because it's risky.
I know.
You never know what happens.
I know.
And that means that I can shoot myself in the foot by not taking tokens, but it also means that I can shoot myself by not taking tokens as payment. Because if I take tokens as payment and the project does not do much, then
you don't get paid much. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. So I rather So yeah, I rarely
got you. So you mostly have a going rate, and they pay that going rate obviously in some form of stable coin, so it doesn't fluctuate, it's not volatile, and then from there you continue to work together.
I still got a sense of privacy in the way that if they pay me tokens, I don't know when to sell. And I know when to sell and sell under the chart. I know how to do that. But I don't like the idea of them watching my wallet and knowing when I sold what. And I don't know. It's some projects are really easy about that. Others go like, "Why are you selling?"
Right, and then self-shaming.
Exactly. Self-shaming while it's basically my payment.
That's the thing. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. Like that's not cool.
Exactly. So that's another reason why I rarely take payment in tokens.
Do you trade the chart within the communities, or not really? You don't really pay attention to what their market cap is, or like, do you try to participate?
No.
Okay.
Because it feels in a way like insider trading.
It does. Because, that's what I'm asking.
Because I know what they're doing, I know what they're building, I know what's to come and when it's to come, especially that when.
Right.
And when they're going to do marketing and stuff like that. And people say because I do not use that information, I will never be crypto rich. But I rather,
because you have ethics.
Yeah, exactly. And I was about to say,
wow.
I'd rather stick to my ethics than.
That was going to be my next question, but yeah, you can continue on with ethics. Yeah, what is ethical when it comes to being a part of a team?
Yeah.
When it comes to projects like this, I think that's a great question that a lot of people need to know the answer to, or they don't get it enough, you know?
Yeah, and still, even then, right, there's that risk. And I think you can see it as insider trading, which I do. But on the other hand, I also feel that when I know what's supposed to come, then you got that false conviction. You know, you think that news that they're gonna bring out will do something, and you're holding while you see the chart go down, And the crypto is still psychology. Psychology is tricky. So you can never tell what people do with certain news that comes out. So besides the fact that I think it's insider trading, it's still risky because, again, you got that false conviction because you think that something will have a positive effect on the chart. Does not mean it will.
No.
There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it really.
People are unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly, especially in crypto. Because money involved with emotions is it's a toxic kind of thing. And yeah, then I'd rather just trade charts than the projects I work for.
Yeah, but come to think of it, you're not much of a trader, are you?
At this time, I'm not, because I rather focus on Alex. And when you have a kid, it's tricky. You know, he's asleep now, and I can do a trade and go like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then in 5 minutes, he wakes up, swallows up all my time, and then that trade is
No, why can't you put a stop loss or whatever?
Of course, but I don't know. Stop loss is also tricky because at certain points, the stop loss can hit, and then the chart suddenly goes up.
It's true. Yeah.
So I rarely work with stop loss. Rarely.
Whoa, you're a risk taker for sure.
no, but I just feel like you gotta keep attention to what actually is happening. What happened before that stop loss would be hit.
True.
Right? I mean, so many, especially when the token just launched, and a 2 years back, that was really a thing, that they would do a shakeout, a false liquidity pool, and stop loss is a hit, and then they injected the money back in the liquidity pool. Lots of people lost lots of money that way.
That's true. Yeah.
Stop loss can be good, but it's not feels.
Right. Yeah, I was just thinking for those who they don't want to look at the chart all day, you know.
Yeah, sure. Or they don't have the option to look at the chart the whole day. But again, you gotta see what happened before.
Yeah. Right.
Like is it just a lower low, or you know, it's yeah, you can't predict charts.
Yeah,
you can go like, okay, I wanna be certain that I will not go below that price, and that's fair. But you would still need to be looking at that chart, I think, and decide from that moment on, okay, well, that stop loss, is that a realistic one still, or do I need to adjust it?
Exactly.
So that's why I feel like, yeah, when with Alex, it's just a challenge. Like when I trade, it's during the night.
Right, when he's asleep and stuff. Yeah, because then you're not bothered, you can focus. But you said you're not doing too much trading now, so I guess more than anything, you're just more community managing. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
For the most part, or what you've always done, really. And so, looking at the timeline moving forward from 2020, we had COVID. In 2021, we had the whole NFT craze, and then after the big craze, then we had the drop. And then NFTs are basically worth nothing. And then after the whole drop of NFTs, and people were like, "Oh, NFTs suck now; they're worth nothing." And then we'll move back to meme coins and the whole pump.fun. I think that's when Solana started becoming a thing. I would say in 2023, 2024. Yeah. And so maybe enlighten us a little bit about that, because I guess that's your bread and butter, right? Meme token communities. Like, this is where the whole meme phase came in the last few years. So that must have really helped, I would say, your business, right?
No, not really.
No,
okay. Because because those devs that use Pump Fun, most of them, at least, not all of them, but most of them are just focused on that quick money. And they don't want to invest in that community management or that thing that's important to make something sustainable.
Right. But
It's
there are other
significant.
meme coins and other chains that you could have focused on during that time. I know some great Ethereum projects over the
Yeah,
years, you know, or Sui, or, you know.
exactly. Exactly. Well, it's the meme tokens that were sustainable. Those are the ones that reached out and I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I had 10 projects running or communities running because the meme craze was there. So
Mm.
the meme projects that were successful were like, okay, Story, let's work. I'm more in general more as well because it's more in depth on utility tokens.
Okay.
They really want that community. They really need the people to spread the word about what they're doing, what they're building,
The building.
and create those followers. So I'm more about utility than about meme.
Just
I mean,
now, or have
the
you, like,
token.
how long has it been since you're focused on utility? Just last few years, or?
I think I've always, let's see, there are two meme projects that I worked with that was just a meme and stayed just a meme.
Mm.
And there is like I said, Sundog, I work for them. They started as a meme,
Right.
but eventually wanted to go more. Then you have Hippo. They started as a meme,
Mm-hmm.
wanted to build more. So that's the projects that eventually I rolled into. That started as a meme, but
Yeah.
it started to expand.
Got you. Got you. So what have you discovered over the past 5 years now, 6 years being a community manager? What has that really shown you when it comes to crypto Web3?
That we think Web3 is big, but it's not.
Mm, no,
Like lots of community. No, but it's not.
it's
Lots
not
of
that big.
communities I
Mm.
worked with, I ran into the same people
Hmm.
every time,
Yep.
and was utility projects, meme projects, even projects I did not work for. Lots of the same people. So we think again that is big, but it's not.
No, there was a study done of how many people actually own cryptocurrency in the world, the percentage of the
Hmm.
massive world. Guess how many people own
I
crypto
don't.
out of 100% of the world? Well, we have almost 8 billion people on the earth. Guess what percentage actually own cryptocurrency? That they have a
Two,
wallet,
three,
like a ledger. Hmm?
2 or 3%.
No, a little bit higher than that, actually.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Let's
six,
go. Like let's go from two to.
it's single digits, but it's, you know, it's higher than 2 or 3%. It's about double that. About 6.9% is the
Really?
last study that was done, that people actually bought and own and actually have a wallet. 6.9% out of the entire billions and
Yeah.
billions of people on the earth. So still, it's very small, very
But the
small.
question arises for me at
Mm,
least.
mm,
Uh, you got Phantom Wallet, you got
mhm.
MetaMask, you got Trust
Right,
Wallet, you got
right.
you got so many.
So many wallets.
Exactly. I own Phantom. I
Hmm.
own MetaMask. I
Same.
own Trust Wallet. I own a Sui wallet.
Hmm.
Uh,
Same.
Tron wallet. Ton wallet.
Wow.
Um.
For every chain, you have a wallet. Just
No,
keep
but
it
my
like
point is, like, what are the numbers based on? Is that exchanges, central exchanges, or
I'll
uh,
send you the study. I'll send you the website. I have it. It was actually sent to me by a person, a founder who was actually considering about sponsoring Crypto Fam Radio last year. And I think his project, I'm trying to remember where it was exactly. He was based in Europe, though. And I think he was trying, was it a Polygon project or Solana project? I don't know, one of those chains, but he brought it up. He showed me the study. I was like, oh, that's actually legit. Because, you know, people throw out numbers in spaces all the time.
yeah,
Like, oh, only 4% know about crypto, or 5%. I'm like, this study shows you exactly 6.9%. And then it gives you the breakdown, shows you the countries per capita. Obviously, it's, was it Dubai's number one
yeah,
for most people that hold crypto. And then I think Singapore is a close second. And it shows you all the percentages. It's very thorough. So I will send you that information. It was very, very interesting. And, you know, me being a journalist, I was like, where are the facts? Because he kept saying the 6.9. I was like, you know, it's a great number, but I'm like, I need to
I need more.
give me more than just your opinion. I want to know the facts. Give me the numbers. I'm a number guy, or I try to be, you know. So he gave me the article, or he gave me the website. It checked out. So I was like, all right. But I will send it to you for sure after this interview. But yeah, I was blown away. I was like, okay. I'm like, part of me is like, oh, there should be more. But at the same time, like, you know, 6.9, it's not too bad. But this is 2025. We can do better. You know, it's like we should be hitting at least 10% by the end of this year, I feel like.
Well, I did notice that a lot of Dutch banks are, and not necessarily towards crypto in general, but pushing people more into their trading thing. And that can be stocks, but in the crypto as well. Revolut, for example, I don't know if that's known over there or not, but they advertise with the fact that you can use them easily to invest in crypto. So it's getting pushed more and more by banks. So over here at least.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see what's coming from that.
Yeah. Well,
having said that, that makes me go back to Web 2. As I told you, I need to work.
Yeah, you were telling me you're looking for work. So share me a little bit about that.
No, but in general,
What do you mean general?
That's why I only said that we only had an hour for today. That's what the whole timing was about. I need to start working in 2 minutes.
Oh snap! You have to go, but we can continue this. That's what you're saying, because this is pre-recorded. So when are you able to jump back on? I forget. When did we agree?
We didn't agree on anything yet.
Okay. Well, follow up with me after you're finished for today, and then we were going to try to get a consistent schedule, right? So yeah, let's pick this up. We're going to take a water break, guys, and we come back. We're going to hear more from Snowy, everyone, at least another hour. I'm going to get at least one more hour from her. Don't worry.
Oh, you will. Yes. You will.
All right. So message me after you get off work, and we'll figure a timeout for the rest you know, for the week, you know, or for the next few days or whatever. We'll figure it out.
Of course we will. We always.
All right. I appreciate you, Snowy. You're awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me, and see you later.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.